Hi, I'm Kai from New Electronic Frontier, and today I'm going to unbox and show you what the voltage controlled amplifier, the 902 from Behringer, can do for you. So it comes in this neat little box. You probably have seen this in my other videos because I've already unboxed and tried out some of the components. This one, as well as the others, is modeled after the Moog 55 and 15 system. Let's see, power cable, neatly packed, and as always, some rack screws. So let's get this thing out of the wrapping. If you've seen the other modules in my review, I mean, you know the deal. You get this nice metal brushed plate with the silver edges here, and the sturdy and really nice moving knobs from like the Moog style. The thing that's missing here for the amplifier, which I had in the other cases, was actually a quick start guide. That's missing here. However, I mean, you have control modes, and this is nice in the module. So, for example, if you buy the simple modules from Dupfer, you usually have like a linear or an exponential VCA. It's like two modules in my basic system. So here you can simply switch. Then you have a fixed control voltage, so you can actually put the output that goes out of the amp. You have control inputs for signal in, signal out. That's great. So you can actually attach like the envelopes and stuff like this, what you usually want to do with a voltage controlled amplifier. I mean, this is why it's voltage controlled, right? And it's not just amplifying. So for the rest, I mean, again, sturdy, really massive front plate. You have like this metal spaces, which I really like. So it feels like it's really robust, right? So here you can actually set the output bias, so you can adjust it a bit. And yeah, I must say it's really high build quality. So I guess this will endure for a long time in my rack. So so let's put this in the rack and see how it actually sounds. So now we have this guy in our rack, and let's just see what it can do. So for the setup, I'm using the 921 voltage controlled oscillator, which goes into a mixer and then goes directly into the voltage control amplifier. So no envelope generator, no filter in between. So just for you to have the pure sound. Also, we gonna have the scope. I will pull it up in a minute, and just to make sure that we can see what is happening sound-wise. Then this cable goes to my headphone amps and to my sound card, so I can record it. And the other cable goes to my Expert Sleepers ES8 that supplies the scope with a signal. So let's see. I've just put in a sine curve, so nothing special, but you just can see what's happening. And as expected, it's in linear mode, so the amplification comes on a linear level, right? So no surprises here. And if you switch to exponential mode, you can see here the dialing. You switch to exponential mode for a long time. There's just barely anything happening. And then the exponential dials in at the end. So no surprises here. What is probably interesting to know is you see here, you have like the plus and the minus for the signal in and out. And I've patched plus to plus, so you get actually this curve. And now if you see, take a look at the scope, and you push this out, put it in here, you see that you have an inverted output, right? So inverted output. So you just have to make sure that when you patch it, and that you have this right with the outputs or with the inputs on the VCA. So I mean, you can play around with this nicely and do some other effects with it, but that's for it. So now what we also can do for sure is we put in a simple LFO to control the input here. So let's. So this works as expected. That's with the linear curve. If we put it to exponential, then you have a steeper curve at the end, right? So you can hear the differences between the linear and the exponential mode pretty nicely here. Okay, so, and yeah, I mean, that's about it. I mean, it's a VCA, it's very simple. You can also put in multiple controls here. So let's try this out. Not even sure what it is. Oh, that's interesting. So. Oh, that's nice. So you can further, you know, oh yeah, that's nice. Look at that. Yeah, you can play around with this multiple inputs and oh no. So let's see what it does. So you can actually, you know, manipulate the curve inside the curve a little bit like this. Okay. I mean, that's pretty crazy stuff. No. God. So let's, we also have multiple control inputs. So let's see what happens if we put in a second LFO here. So it's our first one. Oh, the second one kicking in already. Oh yeah. Gee, that's nice. So I don't have a third LFO here, so I cannot actually put in a third one. But you get the idea. I mean, you have three of them, so you can really modulate the curve of the VCA. So it's pretty nice. Yeah. So overall, I mean, I like the module pretty much. I mean, it comes at a very reasonable price. It's well built. You can mess around with these control inputs a lot. You have inverted signals in and out which you can also play around with, and you have linear exponential mode in just one module. So you have a lot of opportunity here to play around with, mess around with, and from the, let's say, sound side, I didn't actually recognize any, you know, falsification or big, you know, tweaking of the sound that's coming out of the VCO. I've tried another VCA adapter, and for me it sounded pretty much the same. So nice sound, neutral, it amplifies as it should. So this is something you definitely want to look for. I mean, if you go for the Behringer Moog line, the 55 modules, you definitely want to look at it. But even if you're not into the Moog module style, this module is worth taking a look, at least if you look for a VCA, because you can actually have a lot of opportunity in a small module for a nice price. So for me, it's definitely a keeper, and in the near future, I will also make some tracks with all this stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching, and that was Kai from New Electronic Frontier. And if you liked it, come back, like the video, subscribe, and let me know what you think. And have a nice day, and bye-bye.